pesticide, mechanization, so many integral approach was came together on the platform. Ultimately, we got the Green Revolution. So with the help of Green Revolution, the per capita availability, just we are comparing it from 1950 to 19. At that time, rice was available per capita 58 kg. Nowadays, even we know very well, you can see in the right side top corner, population increasing ratio is very high. So even we are also getting the increase per capita of the rice availability as well as wheat availability. In 1950 it was 24, nowadays it is 70 kg. And even in the production, food total production was at that time was around 50 million ton, but nowadays with the recent data it came up to the 292 million ton. So just we are comparing the what we are doing. It's not a matter we are getting the good yield, potential varieties there, everything is, but I think the time is came to something will be go to the constant. So how can we, because if you will see the population increasing ratio, it's so high from the 1952 till date. So per capita availability increase, no doubt, but behind the curtain so many things is happening is there. So that is, we salute that scientist. Other than that scientist, so many scientists are contributing, because for the Green Revolution, two crops was the pillar of the Green Revolution or crop productivity, rice and wheat, drastically increase in the yield. But other than this, what is happening behind the curtain related to the resources? So many type of resources is there, you know very well. Some is man-made resources, some is natural resources, but most of that comes from the natural resources, like that soil. And what is happening with the soil, what is happening with the water, high energy consumption, like that. At that time we are applying to the agriculture very low energy, but nowadays in terms of the agrochemicals as well as some other these things, it means whatever the resources we are using as an input in the agriculture, ultimately behind that one it has, like that if you are applying the fertilizer, 1 kg it's taking the 60 joule megajoule, as well as other than this so many chain, from production chain to the we can say application in the field. So transportation, labor is so many type of energy related to fertilizer, chemical, water, whatever the labor, so many things there. Other than this, industrialization. During the industrialization, what is happening with the natural resources? You know very well, we are producing the some input as man-made input to the agriculture, but behind that one so many things is happening with the nature. And intensive agriculture, ultimately we are increasing the crop intensity, productivity, everything is we are running on the increase and increase. That's good. It's need or it's demand of population, and as well as to feed the country and nation, worldwide nation export, so many things behind that. Parallelly, deforestation. With the increase of the population, we are getting the pressure to go to the deforestation, to the residential, to the manufacturing, so many things there. Other than this, footprints. We know very well, so many type of footprints is there. What are we are doing behind that, like that nitrogen footprint, water footprint, carbon footprint, so many type of footprint. We will discuss about the like that carbon footprint in the coming slides. So ultimately, what we are doing, we are just focusing to take the or use the resources to go to the production only. And with the it's a little bit figure, global issue in the agriculture with the Green Revolution, the intensity of agriculture is so high. Other than this, water scarcity is there, soil health problem is there, pulse availability is there, and time according to the time. And in other side, what is the increasing drastically? The biodiversity we are losing, not a matter about the biodiversity, maybe agro-ecosystem, maybe cropping system, maybe soil biodiversity also there. Other than this, climate changing issue is there. No doubt we are increasing the food production But now it is, I think something is happening wrong with the increase the ratio of the food production. As we know very well about the laws, so after certain point something is constant. As well as other than this, if we will go to the top, we are just using the chemical and increase the pollution, as well as some malnutrition problem is there. So nowadays these are the big issue. After post green revolution, some challenges is there. It means environmental security, nutritional security, as well as economic security. Because after some time something will be wrong with the system, country, nature, whatever we are living in that one. So as we know very well, we are also using the huge amount of the agrochemicals, and even we have pesticide, more pesticide consuming, and that pesticide directly has something effect on the plate or come to the mouth, and come, we reported already something is there up to the mother milk also. So we must think about that, and everybody is running behind the production. But nowadays it's good thing, we have good team of the scientists around the country, ICR system and other systems. They are working very well on that system, and how can we make it sustainable. So it is very important. But sometimes we can say in sustainable, we save it to the future generation. But nowadays one question is also there, how we, it's good whatever is there right now. If it is maybe something is wrong with the right now, whatever the resources we have, we cannot leave that resources as it is to the future. So we must think the restore like that. So the effect of the all agrochemicals we know very well. One of the good example of the Punjab, or even I was in PhD in Bikaner. So one train is running behind the Bhatinda and Bikaner. If anybody will go to the window and they will ask to the on the inquiry when the cancer train will come, so the man will sometimes say it's coming out that time. My question is there, number of patient of the coming in cancer patient in that hospital. That's why reason the rain, that train is movement most of the patient with the cancer patient. So not a matter about the Punjab, it's recorded directly or indirectly some other states also. So we must think about that. Other than this, with the we can say use of the chemical fertilizer, agrochemicals, pesticide like that. Even most of the farmers we know very well. Nowadays we are focusing the micronutrients, some other these things, and manage the soil testing, soil health card is there, so many is there. But like that, food production is also increased, as well as we are increase the fertilizer consumption so many times. So what is the effect behind that? We are not focusing about the micronutrient. While it is very important, some data say that about 49% of the soil in India are potentially deficient in the zinc and iron also. So it is a matter of the, we can say so many type of soil degradation. So chemical effect have also one of the degradation. Parallelly, what we are suffering? We are suffering from the malnutrition or nutritional security. No doubt nowadays we have sufficient food. That's good. Or it's a moment of the proud for we all, and it's a important role of the ICR system. But with the malnutrition, with the nutritional security, something is happening wrong, we can say, behind the curtain. So it is like that children are suffering from the malnutrition, women, ladies are also suffering from the zinc deficiency. Even the result is that in India, $195 million market of the supplement food. Sometimes if we will go to the treatment, the doctor will give the 1 tablet or 2 tablets for a particular disease, as well as they will give the some another supplement is there. So what is the meaning of that one? It means ultimately we have needed to take the supplement food, because everything will come from the soil. So it means our soil is deficient with the some nutrients. So that nutrients are manufacturing in the industry, or that industries are making a good job, or they are getting the money only. So I think we can manage it with the manipulation, with the agricultural practices, soil management like that. We can see in the bottom, the result is there. only due to the malnutrition. As per the WHO report, more than 70,000 deaths we are reported annually in the country. It's data according to the WHO. So my point is here, we are doing good. We are producing good food production is good is there. Per capita we are increasing and production is increasing, but something is not good for with the quality. So if we think about the quality, I think that will be good. So other than recently we got an index. So that index we are even, I think some poor country is also we can say forward than us. Other than this, due to the fertilizer chemicals, so many happening. Is a recent, mm, I think it's on World Environmental Day newspaper. So it's something is not happening good with the environment, with our food system, and with our nature also. Parallelly, I want to discuss one important thing. It's okay, we are using lot of things to produce the food only, but if we'll go to the discuss about the food waste, so many things are related to food waste, like that somebody is not getting full plate of the dinner, lunch, whatever they want to eat, but somebody is a lot of food and they don't bother about the waste of the food. So my simple question or request is there, please don't, we never be waste food, because if we'll waste 1 kg, half kg, 100 gram also, lot of chain behind that. So reason is that with the food waste, nutritional security, we have mostly to think about the nutritional security, environmental security, reduce the footprint, reduce carbon footprint, reduce nitrogen footprint. It's a long chain to think. And I will say in the next slide, how can it will be affect our system. Like that nitrogen footprint is there, reduce energy consumption. If you will save the food, energy will also save. If you waste the food, energy will also waste. And some other resources like that. This I'm giving an example of the water. Like that, if we have a need to 1 kg chocolate, more than 70,000 liter water is there. Beef, 1 kg beef, for produce the 1 kg beef, more than 50,000 water is there. Like that, this even rice we always says about 3,000 liter water is there. But if we discuss about the transplanted rice, it is another thing. So it is a long list. So my point, simple point is here, why we are wasting the food? Or not a matter like that, if you will produce the 1 kg rice, we give the water, we give the nitrogen, we hold up the land. So it's a, I think no need to discuss more about it, but my point is here, don't waste food. So because with the food plate, so many resources is there behind the curtain, so many energy is there, so many footprint is there, so many economic crisis is there, so many food security issues there, so many nutritional security is there. We recently published on that aspect, what is the effect of the soil agrochemical mic. So we have in that one review paper related to microbial effects, chemical effect, and even our country is related to more focus on the smallholder. So we other negative effect is there. Agro ecosystem services, two type of services is there, negative and positive. Ultimately, like that human health, carbon footprints, water, nitrogen, like that soil sickness is there. Ultimately, what we are giving to the soil, it's because we always say soil is a living body. If soil is a living body, why we not take care of it? If we will sick, so we will go to the hospital. But soil is not able to go here and there. So it's our responsibility. We think about that critically. How can we manage the soil? So it's very important. And so many recently some pesticides and agrochemicals are banned. So some reason is there. And nutrient imbalancing, because we know very well if we apply some nutrient more like that NPK. So reason is there like that if we are applying completely phosphorus, we know very well phosphorus is highly fixable in the soil. So it means phosphorus, I think so, phosphorus concentration is increasing continuously in the soil because it's tightly bind up with the soil. So reason is that some micronutrient are going, it's a not a matter, even we are also not applying the micronutrient, but some antagonistic effect of the nutrient to each other. So I think is the dark revolution has been started. I don't know, or we don't know what will be the happen in the future. Indirectly, we are taking the supplement. Indirectly, we are applying the, it's a marketing recommended dose is very different, and like that, it's a marketing game is there, agrochemical game is there, and we are just targeted only yield. But I think so. We must think about the what is happening behind the yield. Three or four more important natural resources is there. Air, energy also sometimes is from the sun, but most of the time in the form of the input like that man-made inputs. I'm talking about the man-made inputs. Just I give an example before some time. If you will use 1 kg of fertilizer, 1 kg of pesticide, 1 kg of any input, synthetic input to the soil, how much energy behind that? So we must think about that. We go to the manage this one, and so many link with the sustainability, environmental, and economic like that. This one. So because in agro ecosystem, air, energy, and water, all these are linked with the food security and even we. So result is there. So agriculture is a big contributor in the climate change. Around 28% contribution comes from the agriculture sector. Because sometimes other countries also blame to us. You have more contribution, you have more rice wheat cropping system like that. So many, it's a big story. So they sometimes blame we are even some country are doing some other these things. They are focusing some other aspect, but our system is rice wheat cropping system. Or it was most of the cropping system was transplanted rice, or it has increased some global warming gases. But nowadays, with the effort of the scientists, something is changing. Yeah, I will come to the soil, because we know very well soil. Just I said, or I said you guys, soil is a living body. Or in the soil, everything is some regulate, fluctuate, and but soil organic matter is the one of the important thing is there. So I think we must take care about the organic matter. But what is happening our country soil? Sometimes we say in the even forest soil is so high, but in cultivated soil, the maybe range up to the 1 or less than 1, or sometimes more is also. But our country situation is, I think, so bad. Even if you will go to the Punjab region, it's 0.2% also. I think it's not good. So what is the reason behind that? We just dependent after green revolution on the agrochemicals. We don't go to the some other.
It's 12 o'clock.
I am just not talking. We must go to the only or organic manure. But so many type of management is there. With the joint team of the scientists, effort of the scientists, they are also trying for that one. So we must follow it. And it's because soil organic matter have all relation related to, because soil, we can say soil is a weapon to fight with the nutritional security, with the economic security, with the environmental security, to the environmental security. Because soil have lot of potential to feed the population, to hold up the all, we can say, environmental gases like that. If you will reduce the CO2, some plan is there already, government is started, and international level so many type of committees also came together and discuss on that forum. So my point is there, if we will think about the organic matter of the soil, it will be good for the food security, environmental security, and manage the footprints, and we can say some available resources, and we can give the balanced diet to the nation. So it's as per my opinion, recently we are sending to the advances in soil science. So how can we manage the soil carbon? So we must know about the soil carbon, because in our education and research system, we don't have any separate roadmap for the soil carbon. And in the policy, we never be more focusing on the soil carbon. And in finance, we have must need to give the little finance to the research and development for the carbon on farm implement. Sometime just I will come with the next slide. We are burning the crop residues like that. This so on farm we must recycle the whatever the resources, not a matter about the residues. Other than residues, so many farm we can say waste is there. Some animal waste is there. So we must think. Other than this, motivation is very important to do something else good. So if you will motivate to the researcher and especially to the farmer. So for the farmer, we can motivate them to increase the we can say soil carbon. Even they don't know more about, they just know only we will give the organic matter, we will give the FYM. But what is the reason behind that? So we can say give the knowledge, make the campaign. Other than this, political will is very important. Or if we will not, because in some countries everything is depend on the politics. So it is very important. Politician, and it's the duty of we all. So we will go to the camping, and in some countries that is already started. So it is one of the example. The crop residue, there is no doubt we are increasing the yield, but parallelly biomass is more is there. We have pressure to the next crop, so we are burning it. Nowadays, so many type of machinery. It's a good effort of the scientists. So many type of machinery, we can say, made to control that issue as well as. But we must think about that. We make some proper strong plan is there. So many plan is there, but everything should come to the play. We can say practical, so that we can take an action for that type of problems. So where is going, because soil is also less in the soil, carbon is also less. We are burning everything other than things. So where is going to the carbon? Carbon is coming to the atmosphere. Or now it's a recent data. It's close to 400 ppm. I think it's not a good signal for the future generation or present also. So we must think how can we hold up the soil carbon, how can we stop the burning, how can we reduce the CO2 emission to the environment. Not a matter about the agriculture, it's a overall, we have must need to go to the overall, like that every industries, every whatever we are doing in other sector, it is very important. I have some questions to discuss with all friends. We can see here the population density is increasing with a high ratio. But my some question is there, what is, or we can say it's a question also for me, not for all. So what is your aim to birth on the earth? So just we are exploiting the resources, just we are using that one. What is your footprint? We never think about the footprint. Just we open the, we can say, tap of water, water is running. Or somewhere they are, in some area, they have a lot of crisis even for a bottle of water. Other than this, it's okay, we born on the earth, but what is we are serving to the society or nature? We never think about that. What is your balance or our balance to the future generation? Can we be saving? Just we are saving the money and collecting the money for our generation also, or in the family. Other than this, not a, because nowadays small, earth is very small. Earth, because other, like that, one of the good example, you or me and here, and other than even same platform we discuss in the around the country. So what we are serving to the another point is here. So, we are exploiting the nature. We are exploiting, I think so. That is my personal opinion. Just we are exploiting the nature or natural resources. So what is, we have answer for that. What we are giving to the society, what we are doing. In some country they have good plan. Even some country they will give the degree with the one we can say good tree plant. in some university that rule is there in other country. Other than this, so many type of plantation program is there. So many type, they already started like that program. What you are taking from the nature, but what you are giving to the nature, we must think about that. So it's honestly, if we will give the answer to the nature, there is no, I think that type of problem we will not face more. Yeah, it's my personal opinion. Carbon tax, we are just discuss about the carbon tax in the industries other than this, but in normal life, I think in the list 7 or 8 countries there, they already started the carbon tax. So carbon tax means what you are generating, because it's calculated. What is our carbon footprint? Even our breathing to everything what we are consuming. If we have a car, it also have a carbon emission. So like that, this it's a not. I am not talking to, we can say, give the pressure on the public. Like that, sometimes we charge some on the name of agriculture, take the some taxes. So many things there. We are putting the tax on the name of the agriculture. That is the agriculture. Like that, I think so. Carbon tax should be there. It is not a matter maybe 0 point. So it depends on the policy planner. All these things. So must be carbon tax is there, as well as carbon incentive is there. Like that, the agreement between the two industries, they already fixed. You can just, I'm giving an example from the industry. The industries have also fixed to give, we can say, a slab of the carbon emission, like that 15 ton carbon. It's depend on the industry, big, small, like that. If one industry is not emit the carbon more than 50 ton or emit the carbon 10 ton, that sorry, if it will emit the carbon 40 ton or 10 ton, it can save. That 10 ton he can sell to the another one industries or factory. So from that one, we can use that one to go to the soil management, soil carbon. So two problem will be sorted out. One is soil carbon or soil organic matter will be increased. Ultimately, productivity, production, some remedial measure will be available in the soil. And farmer is also follow that one if you will give the incentive to the farmer for that purpose only, for the carbon incentive. So they will also think about that. Just we are giving the incentive, or I don't want to talking more about the subsidies with the fertilizer subsidies, with the other agrochemical subsidies, with the some other so many type of subsidy in the agriculture, or especially in India we have number of subsidies, but we never think about the how can we take in another direction to the improve the soil health, and output will be also increased, healthy output will be also increased, nutritional security problem is also sort out, and environmental problem is also sort out, like that. This, yeah, so I have some points to how can we manage the livelihood security and agricultural sustainability, but it will come with the, we can say, must think about it as a practical. Stop the pollution, soil, water and air. It's our duty of the all. We must think about that. It's not a matter of the policy, but it's a matter of the thinking. So think about the nutritional security. It's good. We are doing good, excellent. We are serving good food, or we can say good amount of the society. It's another matter. Some like that in FCI, number of million tons. We can say wheat and some other grain foods go to waste or spoilage sometime in the open. So many things there. So, but parallelly, we must think to nutritional security. It will come through the management of our system. Like that, I just give an example. I said about the FCI management. Other than so many type of management is there, and other than how can we manage the some problems come that problems just we are sorting out with the agrochemicals. So if we are continuously depend on the agrochemicals, the number of so many problems related to nutritional supplement feed, cancer, diseases, so many things there. So I think we must critically think about the nutritional security nowadays, because food security may be stable with the management also. feed soil, not for plant. If you will feed the soil, automatically will come to the plant, automatically come to the plate, or automatically come to the our health system. So it's a big market, money market of the pharmaceutical industry that will, I think so, it will reduce, and that amount will divert to the soil management also, and in agriculture field also. Not only matter of the soil management, so many type of management training for the farmers to soil health restoration. I think we don't know about the soil management. We must think about the soil health restoration, because soil is also sick. The result is there we are getting the some pesticide up to the mother milk also. So we must think about the restoration. So otherwise, how can we will get the advanced green revolution and sustainability? Just we are running behind the sustainability. Big term is there, so many buzzword is there, but I think it should be come to the, we can say, sort out the problems. If we will restore the soil health, so many problems we can manage. Eco-intensification of the agricultural resources. Whatever we are using in the agriculture, it should be linked up or eco-friendly. So we must think about the eco-intensification resources. Farmer awareness camping to save the natural. Just in my some last slide, I showed the how can we motivate the farmer and promote the precision management to avoid the pollution contamination. Like that 5R: right time management, right place, right source, right method, and right input. So it's a, we can say we can save the resources, save the energy, and make it in, we can say, fruitful way. It should be sustainable, targeted oriented, increase the efficiency. Yeah, one plan is there. COP, it was the in, I think, in 2015, COP 21. It was implemented by the French government, or they are implementing it in practical way. So it is targeted with the climate and food. According to that policy, and it was adopted around the countries. Our country is one of the important pillar of that one. So how can we increase the soil carbon? The point is here, we every year, what is the current status of the carbon? So of that current status, we increase the carbon concentration 0.4% of a, we can say it's a per kg soil, that gram of the carbon. Other than this, we are running behind the organic farming. That's good. It's important for the health, for the environmental security, for the. But I think we must think about the carbon stabilization with the organic farming. As we all are know very well, like as per thumb rule, if you are giving the 100 ton of biomass to the soil, it has almost 40% carbon. It means 100 ton, out of 100 ton, 40 ton carbon is there. If you will apply that biomass to the soil, it will be oxidized again to the environment. So I think it depends on the environmental condition. The environmental condition is temperate, tropical, subtropical, whatever is there. So it is again go to the environment. Around 8 to 10%, 12%, 15%, depend on the agroclimatic condition. It is remain stable in the soil. But if you will manipulate the soil, we play something with the soil, so it will again go to the environment. So we must think about the long-term stabilization of the carbon. Whatever resources we are using in the organic farming, so we must think about the stabilization. We give that research focus, development focus, and farmer motivation related to carbon stabilization. Carbon sequestration, application note, all these things are very important, but stabilization is also very important to stabilize the carbon for the long time. Promote the kitchen garden and terrace garden and house waste recycling. It will sort out the so many problems. As we know very well, everybody trust on the kitchen garden vegetable than the market garden. In the market, what we are getting from the market, we don't know. So we must think about the ultimately not a matter on the we are getting the fresh food from the kitchen garden. Other than this, it has so many links. If you are save that one, it means no need to go to the market. That production we make to the PHT techniques, post harvest techniques. If we everybody, we know very well, everybody don't not have kitchen garden, but if some we promote the terrace garden. So my point is this, here if we'll go to the kitchen gardening, terrace gardening, something we can get the fresh, and it will be good for, as well as if the surplus market product is there, we can make it PhD through something change with the post harvest techniques, and we can export it and get the international currency also. Other than farmers training for eco-friendly hubs, some NGO is also working for that one. They are doing good. They are collaborating the farmers and making the some eco-friendly hubs, promote the green action plan for the cultivated and social land, because no, it is also help to the plantation as well as environmental problem, and as well as it generate the income of the nation society also. Other than this, if we will go to the more advertisement training program for the integrated agroforestry based policies to the farmers, I think if I correct, in 1994 one policy was there, but it was not implemented properly. I don't know exactly what is the year, but I think so it was the 1994. So it was policy, but nowadays we have must need to think about the policies. So that policies related to agroforestry, it will sort out the problems from related to environment, related to additional income, related to we can say nutrition security, like that. Research should be focused on the locality and farmers economy and environmental demand based. Whatever we are doing research, just we not have a target only to get the more production, but everything should be managed. That is the primary target we have to farmer economy. Yes, but it should be come with the proper balancing. So we have must think about that. Need for policies and action on research and teaching reforms. Whatever our research status, there is no doubt we are doing good, but you know that there is no boundary of the improvement. So there the must need to rethink about the, we can say, loopholes. What we have loopholes in the research and teaching. As we, I think it proper way, if the research and teaching is we can say strong of the country, everything should be strong. But we never think about that in our country. I think so. It's after I got it after survey of the some developed country, we are spending less amount, or we are have very few policies related to reform the research and teaching. Recently, new teaching policy is there, so it is also targeted to the research oriented. So that is the more important. We frequently take a visit of the research and teaching policies. Research and extension policies should be redesigned, just we discussed, but because ideology of the research, because I also belong from the farmer family, but I saw in my village something is not we can following in our country. Or other than this, we visited so many places here and there. You all are scientists, you can also have some experience, you have also some experience to visit, and you know the advanced technologies, but farmers are not following. So my point is here, not up to the research. We are developing number of technologies, but it should be not come to the farmer level. It is there, but not completely. And Rajya action plan for remediation. In some last slides, I said you guys, we have so many soil health issues. The Rajya action plan for importance. So whatever we are doing with the plant, like that, my point is here, in rhizosphere plant, we must think about the microbial biota. Microbial biota. That biota, we can say, recycle the nutrient and have good remedial measures of the already contaminated soil. So we must think about that. So everything is not like that. We give the simple term to doubling the farmer income with a single term. But I think so. It's my personal opinion. The everything will be possible with the integrated approach. We can say overall approach. So we also do the unite research. Result is that even now our government or policy makers and scientists are also following to the we can say multidisciplinary research. So everybody have potential. So we take all potential on the same platform, make a plan and implement it. Sustainable and secure agriculture, it will come with the high efficiency. Just not a target only output, but it should be what we are giving, it will be with the high efficiency. So that's why reason we are working already on the some type of activities is there. Need to focus on the vertical expansion, then horizontal. You know very well, land is fixed. It's a simple example of a farmer and have a farmer have 4 sons, it will be divided. So every individual farmer should be, not hold the land like the parents. So maybe we must think about the vertical expansion of the growth in every direction. So then we will make it high efficient, high productivity, sustainable, whatever we have planned. It depend on the what we have target. Accordingly we will make the policy plans, whatever we are doing. Policies for the incentive to the eco-friendly farming. In my carbon tax slide, I said you guys, the policy, if you will give the some incentive for the eco-friendly farmer, not maybe more, and we take the tax from some other areas, like that industry, some other sector is there, and even in some countries, they have carbon tax for the individual person also. But we not a matter about the individual, we are not thinking about the industry, some other sector is there. So with the little tax from that one, we take the tax from that side and we will give the incentive to promote the eco-friendly farmer. Rethink for the subsidiary agriculture. Like that I said you earlier, we are subsidy is a big game. I don't want to expose it more, but you all are good scientists and researcher. You know very well what is happening with the subsidy. So I think it is not good. Farmer is just happy with get of the few rupees of subsidy, but behind the subsidy, so many game is there. So I think we must rethink about the subsidy, and that subsidy take to the research and development and farmer support in the another direction. Need to follow sustainable development goal plans. Sorry, it's not S. S is so in the sustainable development goals is there. It's a 17 goals like that: poverty, hunger, malnutrition, climate change. So many things there. So we must think about the sustainable goals. Develop high productive, ideotype, deep-rooted cultivar variety and climate smart based. So it is an important role of the breeder. They also doing good in that sector, or they give the lot of to the country population and nation to increase the food production. But I think we make some more ideotype. So with the deep-rooted system, so many problems we know very well. Plant have so many type of stress. So we manage it. Variety should be designed according to the requirement, and climate smart. What is the target of the climate? How can we manage the climate? So many things. There is a very long story. Livestock production, productivity, and waste recycling. You know very well we have good population of the livestock, but why we are not productive? It is very important issue, because in our country, farmers have, we can say, one of the important pillar of the farmers are animals. It's not a matter of the how much land holding of the farmers. They be small, marginal, like that. So according to their capacity, they must, we can say, think about the productivity. So we must think about the high productivity, not for the number. cattle population is not, we know very well, even I also saw in villages, most of the unfertile animals are, we can say, sell to the, to packing and marketing the meat and some other these things to the other countries and whatever. It's okay. We can increase. It's important to increase the meat production, milk production, egg production, dairy product is there. So it is very important. Most of the farmers just are selling the milk. Somebody is doing something. Some have number of animals, but they are not productive. They just target to sell the animal. So I think we critically think about that. As we know very well, we have major area in the country of the rice wheat production system. So we must think about the sustainability. So how can we get the sustainability? We think about the soil, whatever the natural resources there, exploitation of the natural resource. How can we take the maximum yield with the minimum resources? Everybody is crying in the lectures and seminars. So many times give the example of the Punjab, but it is important to think critically. We are already working or has been started the work on it, but it should be target oriented and as for the advanced phase or sustainable intensification of whatever the resources in the rice wheat cropping system. Other than this agriculture diversification related to, you know very well, in the agriculture so many component is there. So we must diversify the component, diversify the crops. So it will be good for the climate, food or economic security. Need to think for the secondary agriculture era. It's okay if we'll go to the calculate, so many type of calculation tools is there. What is happening or what is already happened with the nature agriculture after started the green revolution to till date. I said so many times, we are getting good yield and we are feeding the generation. It is important, but we rethink, shall we or can we continue with that graph like that? It's directly go to the, but you know very well, as per the laws, after some time everything has saturation point. So I think we are coming to the saturation point. So after saturation point, what we will do? That is more important. So we think about that. Need a space for soil organic carbon sequestration and restoration in the agriculture policies. There is, I think, no policy. We just give the training to the farmer, but it is very important to, one policy should be soil organic carbon. So according to that, we promote that one, increase the status of the soil carbon in the Indian soil like that. So we must have the policy for the plant. Not a matter just we think only about the carbon concentration increase in the soil, but we must think about the behind the curtain story. Increase the soil organic matters, increase the soil biota, increase the remedial factor in the soil, increase the soil biodiversity, increase the food security. We can say mitigate the climate and we capture the environmental CO2 and lock it in the soil like that. This one. So for that purpose, we must think about the soil carbon restoration. Not only just not a matter on the soil carbon sequestration. With that one, so many long chain is there. Reform the mandate of the research bodies, KVKs and universities. What we are doing, what we did, what is our target oriented. So it is very important. So I think reform it. I feel like that. It's completely right of the bodies. They do that, not it's just we can think about that. Need a National Resource Management Council. We have individual council is there, like that water resource management, some other council is there, but I am talking about the farmers or agriculture related resources management. It is directly related to the agriculture field. So it is very important. If we will go to the other countries, they have separate type of the department, but in India, just one breeder is there, he will do the breeding. One agronomist is there, he will do the agronomy only. One soil scientist is there, he will do the soil science is there. we don't have multitask. In some universities, I think so, some have deputation of the scientist, one department to another department. But we must think about the integral approach to the national resource management at the farmer level. Need to policies reform with the eco-friendly income. So, because income is very important, we have good population, or we can say high population. So economic is very important. So we rethink and we can say manage one waste to develop another output. So it will be eco-friendly way. So whatever the waste is there, whatever the policy we can say making, it should be target oriented. Anyone is coming, it's a waste, we are using it that. So many countries have good plan and policy for that purpose. To review the all missions and programs and schemes. Whatever already scheme and program is running, we have fixed head according to 5 year plans and according to our annual budget. But we rethink about that, we review it. What we have planned, what is going to the society, whatever the on the ground level, is it practical, if we are getting benefit to the society, country and nation, or us also like that. So we must review that one. Advance policies for integrated vision plans. What we are making policy, it should be integral. It should be have must integral approach. So I think if you make a integral approach to the policies, that will be good for the resources, income, nation, population, and planet also. So it is not possible the individually. So we must think to join the hand. Then it is possible. I think so. Yeah, I got motivation to Professor always from Professor Lal. I learned a lot of things other than science from that personality. Really, I am lucky I got a chance to work under him. So I salute that personality. And other than this is my team. So they are my student. They always supporting to me, to my work, and it's a credit go to the Professor Lal and my student as well as all friends. Thank you, Dr. Agnotri. I am handing over to you, and anybody, if have any question, it will be my pleasure to reply. Hello,
Yes, sir.
sir. Are you getting me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So can I stop my presentation? Shall I stop?
Okay, sir.
If anybody have any question, please ask to me. And I also thank again to the great personalities. They are joining to us, and all coordinators, all chief and special guests,